Hey there, how you doing? Charlie Winters here with horse racing and football tips for Saturday the 6th of September. Well, this may be one of the very last videos that I do before closing the channel, but before I close the channel, I will be bringing you a very interesting video. So if you could like or subscribe to see that video, it's certainly very different than the normal videos that I bring. The reason why is partly because of why I'm using the Coral account. So, you've currently heard about the affordability checks that bookmakers should be doing. So currently I've had several of my accounts closed while I send letters to them. Um, and what I'll do, I'll update you with each section that I go through. And if I prove successful, I will talk you through how to do the same as what I'm doing currently. I can't talk too much about it, but leave it with me. It's very interesting because I seem to have got them very rattled. Um, so, as I said, it's 10. Sorry, no, I haven't said, but it is a 10 pence each way Super Hines. You will be better off with SP at Skybet, but unfortunately, one of them Skybet is one of the accounts that has been closed. I currently only have two open. So let me get into it. So it's more about the selections than what account I'm putting them in for me. But you need to get as many extra places as you can. So the first selection is Towersol at 7-1 in the 4:35 at Thirsk. So this horse, there should be a draw bias where they go to the high numbers rail, which is the near side. Um, it's good to soft in places. I'm expecting the good to soft places straight down the middle of the course. So it should get quicker, and in my opinion, the draw bias should be more pronounced for high numbers, because it's only going to be dry and weather. So I think as the good to soft turns to good, I think the good ground under the rail could turn to heading towards good to firm. But Towersol, it was hot favourite for a big race and flopped. Cheap pieces have gone in it. Holly Doyle's been booked. She's at Thirsk rather than at the very valuable Haydock and Ascot. So I think that speaks volumes. Um, she's got a high number. I think she's drawn something like 12 of 16 or 14 of 18. So, and this horse is normally prominent. So if this horse goes straight to the front, bags that near side rail, I think it's got every chance, as long as there isn't something more untoward wrong with the horse. Um, Holly Doyle is well aware of the draw bias because I'm talking age ago now, when Dilemma was, I think it was rated like 50 or 60 something. I think it's rated about 90 or 100 now. And that horse went straight to the front on the near side rail under Holly Doyle. I think it was trained by Ed Dunlop at the time. I might be wrong, but anyway, Towersol is the first selection. I've taken the price because I think it could get shorter. The next selection is the Good Biscuit in the 5:35 at Thirsk. I'm hoping for a fast pace. If he gets to fast pace, this horse is ridiculously well handicapped, and if it runs the same race as it did under Joanna Mason, I believe over course and distance, off a £5 high mark, it should be right in the places. The problem is, I've only got first three. They're probably playing first five at Sky, which is frustrating. I've left the price. I think it's about 12s or 14s. The next selection is Mr. Bluebird. Well, I picked this out actually the other day. They're paying first five, and it's in the 240 at Ascot. Grace McEntee has got two decent rides, one for a dad and one for this trainer. I think it's Heather Main. I'm not sure. Doesn't matter who the trainer is. It's got a right chance. I do believe it's got course and distance form. It by with the Bluebird being in the name, I'm guessing it might have some distant relation to Bluebird. Bluebird preferred soft ground. This horse likes soft ground. I do believe the draw bias will change at Ascot. They were heading towards the high numbers. I have always seen as the dry the let's start again, shall we? As the ground dries out, I tend to find out I can't speak. I tend to see that the draw bias tends to be neutralised slightly, and I think because the high numbers have been churned up, they generally head towards more of the centre of the course or away from the rail. I might be wrong, but it's given a pleasant day out today at Ascot, so I do believe the ground could dry out, but won't be the draw bias won't be as pronounced as what it was for high numbers. The horse, don't get me wrong, is drawn something like 14 of something, maybe 20, but I think this horse, hopefully, they don't race near the far side rail, and I think it should have a decent chance. As always, take a look yourself. The next selection is Orazio in the 425 at Ascot. So this horse, it's done absolutely nothing for ages, but I do believe the fact that it's done absolutely nothing for ages, it could well pop up. It's getting extremely well handicapped. It's not consistent at all, but it's rated in the low 90s now. It's got some performances last year of 109 on the Racing Post rating. Any kind of those performances will put it smack bang in contention. Um, I'm not confident because it's not consistent, but I've been wrong many times before, as in like forget the consistency. When the big prize money is there, these horses tend to turn up, and I think this horse will turn up today. The next selection is Northern Spirit in the 455 at Ascot. I do believe this is drawn more low than some of my other Ascot selections, which I think is drawn 4, which I'm happy about. This horse seems to run the same kind of race all the time, whether it's over 5, 6 or 7. It always seems to stay on very powerfully towards the finish. This is over 5 at Ascot with a stiff finish. Brian Ellison doesn't send many horses to Ascot. I think this horse has got a right chance. Problem is, I've got first 4. You probably know it's going to finish first 5. I think this horse is about between 12 and 16s. A horse with an obvious chance, or the next two have got obvious chances at decent prices. I think Dramatic Star at 8-1 in the 3 o'clock at Haydock. This horse, it's had its fair share of troubles. It's still relatively lightly raced, and I think it's got a right chance. William Haggis is mopping up all these expensive or valuable races for fun. Don't get wrong, it's got the favourite, but it's also got this one as backup. I think this has got a right chance. It ran a decent race last time, and on ground I think was too quick for it at Ascot. It's on good ground at Haydock today. Um, William Haggis has been doing well at Haydock. It won, was it last year? It won, was it the Temple Stakes? I'm not sure. He seems to do very well at Haydock as well. He's got 2 in the race, but there's no reason why. I think both horses could well finish in the first 4. Sorry, I'm having to speed up because my shopping's on its way. The next selection is Time for Sandals in the 335 at Haydock. So I've took the 7-1. I think Time for Sandals is drawn on the right side. It's low numbers. I think as there's been some rain clearly because it's good ground, but as the ground dries, they tend to head in the middle, but more towards far side. It tends to be a little bit like York, in my opinion, the draw bias. When there's lots of rain, they come near side. When it's drying out, they tend to go down the middle, and as it's really drying out, they tend to go towards the far side. Or that's how I tend to see it. So those are all the selections. I do like the look of them. I've gone for the big races because I like a bit of a puzzle. So there are probably easier races to pick a 7-1er, but or a 7-1 winner. But I just like the look of these. So those of you looking for the football bet, it will be in the description and the first comment by 10 o'clock. If you're interested in the video that's coming up, that will be about affordability checks where bookmakers have failed, and don't think it's your fault. We all like a bet. I'll bring a video out, but make sure you like and subscribe. You can even put a comment in. Don't get wrong, your comment. Nobody knows who you really are. It hasn't got to be controversial. Just if you're interested in that kind of video, put a comment in there. Yeah. So I wish you the very best of luck. Charlie Winters, over and out. Cheers, mate.